President Trump announcing that the U.S. will strike a trade deal with the U.K., and moments ago he posted something additionally. The agreement with the United Kingdom is a full and comprehensive one that will cement the relationship between the United States and the United Kingdom for many years to come because of our longtime history and allegiance together. It is a great honor to have the United Kingdom as our first announcement. Many other deals which are in serious stages of negotiation to follow. And this will be the first agreement since President Trump hit countries around the world with tariffs, slapped them, I think. Hit doesn't, because you slap tariffs. Then paused them last month, unslapped them last month. Meanwhile, on the China front, a Chinese Commerce Ministry spokesman saying today that the U.S. needs to show sincerity. We said that yesterday in trade talks and be prepared to cancel unilateral tariffs, which we also said. Yesterday, President Trump said he wouldn't consider lowering 145% tariffs on China to spur those negotiations. He said, I think it was a flat-out no.
It was. He was asked by a reporter, and there was one-word answer, no.
No. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is set to meet with his Chinese counterpart in Switzerland this weekend to talk trade and economic issues.
But can we just note that, for the most part, the U.K., with the exception of certain goods, has a trade surplus, not a trade deficit.
They only have
Is it overall a trade surplus?
Or it depends how you measure it with goods. But let's just call it equal, if you want.
And I think
depending on the day, you could say it's up or down.
They have one of the lowest tariffs. Wasn't it only 10% or something because of?
Well, no. Well, it's 10% plus 25% steel and aluminum. There's a whole other sort of
steel and aluminum is important for them.
Items
cars are,
as well.
Autos are important for them.
But by the way,
pharmaceuticals are important for them.
10% is enough to be a problem.
Yeah.
And that's the point.
Right.
And this is not a country where there's a demonstrable deficit. So you can't look at the UK and say this is a country that we have a big problem with because they are raping and pillaging us the way. Maybe there's an argument to be made that some other countries are. This is not that country. So when you see a deal made on whatever terms they are, I can't even imagine.
Well, that's
even if it goes to zero, then what?
Looking at what the contour of this map is, right? If it's used as an example for other countries, right?
Maybe they'll there's some talk about some of these digital rights,
right,
and things like that.
AI has been part of it too.
But my only point is. To look at this as a template for anything. You're saying that this is the
low-hanging fruit.
The lowest of the low-hanging. This is like not even hanging. It shouldn't have been tariffed to begin with.
Right.
This is like when we tariffed. What was that island that doesn't produce anything that we have no trade with?
Right.
Basically, on a mathematical basis, it's almost the equivalent.
The cynics on Twitter are saying it's reversing a self-inflicted move that didn't make sense in the first place.
That's true too.
Well, that's what the cynics are saying. I'm looking at you, but that's what the cynics are saying. Market's pretty smart. Maybe it's misguided. Could close lower today, but market likes it so far.
Let's see the details. Well, I think we find out at 10 a.m. Eastern time.